Meow, meow, meow. Let's talk about cats, meow. Whoever can reference that video really quickly will get a giveaway, so the first person to respond will have some type of cool product sent to them. So here we are talking about catalytic converters in 2021. Right? What happened in 2021? Well, the cat industry exploded. Companies like RR Cats and other catalytic converter buyers were kind of going all over the place looking for these things, and scrappers were looking for these cats too, because when we saw some average prices creeping up to $200, $230 per cat, that's pretty crazy. But what did happen in 2021 was the prices really fluctuated unlike any year that we've seen before. You know, we've talked about catalytic converters before, and platinum, palladium, and rhodium are of course the three metals that are in these catalytic converters, and the markets have been affected because we've seen such strong demand, but we've also seen such problems in things like the microchips and the processors and the semiconductors going into these cars that the whole catalytic converter market really went through a roller coaster type of a year. Example. Rhodium prices started the year $10,000, $12,000, skyrocketed to $28,000 an ounce, and at the end of 2021, we're in the $13,000, $14,000 per ounce level. You never want to have things going up and down like that, because what that shows is there's instability. Traders are jumping into the commodity space, trading metals like they're stocks, and sometimes when that happens, we see big ups and big downs, and that unfortunately is what happened in the catalytic converter world. Just like in regular scrap, copper, steel, we like steady. We don't like markets jumping all over the place. And with the catalytic converter market this year, we saw a really big uptick, and we continue to see the strong push for these going into 2022. Now, with the semiconductor market starting to finally have the supply chain shoring up, we see big companies bringing their chip manufacturers to the US. There's an $18 billion investment going into Texas for semiconductors. And why those are important is because they need a lot of different precious metals for the semiconductors. Platinum and palladium are definitely two of them. But without those chips, the car manufacturers can't ship those catalytic converters on those brand new cars out. And we know that the electric vehicle market is continuing to grow with about a 2 to 3% market cap in 2021 for all cars that are out there. And as we go into 2026, 2030, we're going to see more electric vehicles, but we're also going to see a higher demand for these precious metals, because a lot of these auto manufacturers are going to want to limit their carbon emissions from the cars and keep their cars running cleaner and more environmentally friendly, which is going to be a great thing for the catalytic converter market. So 2022, markets are really going to be reliant on how quickly these auto manufacturers can get their cars off of their lots and into the dealerships to be sold or fulfill orders that have been waiting weeks, months down the road. I know I had a friend that ordered a truck. It took 6 months for him to get that vehicle. And that catalytic converter was probably made already, but because they had such a backlog, we saw those prices taking dips because the manufacturers couldn't ship those new cars out with the cats. So going into 2022, we think that the market is really going to be very strong. It's going to rely on different supply chains like the semiconductor supply chain and the car manufacturers pumping vehicles out to really push itself forward. But by paying attention to rrcats.com, different blogs and websites and different articles and videos that we post here at iScrap, it should give you a better feeling. Overall, 2021 was a great year in the catalytic converter world, with people selling cats for record prices, but those record prices also led to big price discrepancies after they kind of shot down in August and September. And while we did see a little bit of a rebound in the fourth quarter, it wasn't what we saw back in May and June, which was like the wild, wild west. And with catalytic converter thefts on the rise and different people out there, we're watching these markets really closely to make sure that we're following all rules and regulations, and that we're able to share pricing information with you so you know where the markets are and where the markets could be headed into 2022. We'd love to hear your ideas, opinions, anything else. Let us know. Until next time, I'll scrap you later. Thanks for checking out our scrap videos. By becoming a Patreon supporter today, you'll be entered into monthly giveaways for tools and other products to help you make more money with your scrap.